Mr. Wyndham, are we ready? Start the music. Please remain standing. This past school year, Dennis Yarmouth lost 3 staff members, Denise Esty, Tom Lonigan, and longtime principal Ken Jenks. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember these 3 staff members. Thank you. Before we have Dulcie Romulus and Alana Rooney sing the national anthem, I'd like to draw your attention to the flag. The flag that is being flown today was flown during a mission to an undisclosed location on March 9th and 10th as part of Operation Inherent Resolve. The flag was sent to us by Victoria Kenny, the proud mom of graduating senior Hawken Kenny. Victoria is on active duty in Kuwait with the United States Air Force, and she is unable to attend her son's graduation. We are flying the flag in her honor. Now, Dulcie and Alana.
Oh, say, can that so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. Good morning, parents, faculty, and students from the class of 2021. It is an honor for me to welcome you to the class of 2021 commencement. Please bear with me today if my voice cracks or I get a little emotional. I have a special place in my heart for these students that have endured so much this year. We're finally here. I'd like to thank our administrative staff, maintenance crew, parents, community members that have made this event possible. Seniors, you deserve it, and there's no rain. We're ready to roll. This year was unlike any other. I've been in public education for 25 years. I could never have predicted this. My heart goes out to the students and families from the class of 2021. As we entered school in September, with our new hybrid model of education, we didn't know what to expect. However, when you look back on the year, this class crushed it. You took an entirely different form of learning and found a way to excel. You found a way to make a tough situation into a positive one. The lessons you've learned from this year, such as perseverance, willingness to change, adaptability, sacrifice, will go a long way as you enter college or a career. I've compared education this year to shooting free throws. Your whole life, you shoot free throws with your right hand, and you know what? You're really good at it. Then I come along, and I tell all our teachers, you know what? You got to shoot left-handed. You have to teach students that are in front of you, students that are at home, and students that are hybrid, using all different kinds of technology day in and day out. And you got to make sure you hit all the state standards, prepare students for MCAS, prepare students for college, and help them get a career. Well, you know what? Our teachers figured it out. They did one heck of a job. Remote teaching, in-person teaching, and hybrid teaching to all different types of students all year long. They figured out how to shoot free throws with both hands. I could not be prouder to represent the faculty and the staff that we have here at DY. They did an outstanding job all year in a clearly unique situation. So to the staff, I thank them from my heart. And for the students, I've said many times there's a special bond that exists among DY graduates. I'm sure we have plenty of DY graduates in the stands right now. It's unique. I can't really put my finger on it. I think you need to be a DY graduate to understand the situation. These students in front of us have grit, tenacity, toughness, intelligence, and empathy. Nobody rallies for each other like DY students. That's why I feel confident that you will all be successful no matter what is thrown in your way. You took this pandemic, faced the challenges, fought hard right through it. You excelled day in and day out, and I am so proud of you guys. You did not make excuses. You found a way to thrive. We ran school plays, art exhibits, virtual open houses, a full athletic program, virtual pep rallies, marching band, color guard, an incredible prom or senior last splash last night, and all our clubs and co-curriculars. This school did not let a pandemic slow them down. Parents, community members, and students, you should be so proud of that. That is why I know when you leave here, nothing can stop you. You have earned the right to be great. As you leave the lagoon today, dare to be the best. Find ways to chase your dreams. Take risks and take chances to do something great. I know you can do it. You're all prepared. Follow your ideas, follow your dreams. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't achieve your goals. At Dennis Yarmouth High School, can't does not exist in our vocabulary. I would like to leave you with a quote or a short speech from President Theodore Roosevelt, as you guys have all been in the arena. Let me tell you, it's not the critic who counts. It's not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds that are great, with enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring to be great. So that is his place, shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. You have all been in the arena. You have all worked hard. You have all persevered. Now, no matter what challenge, go out and take it. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, and don't ever be afraid to dare to be great. You are all DY graduates. You can accomplish anything you want. Go and take it. Congratulations, class of 2021. In the words of the great Kevin Arsenault, I love you guys. And now, may I introduce Dennis Yarmouth Regional School Committee Chair, Miss Jenny Landers.
Welcome, graduates, families, friends, staff, administration, esteemed community members. It truly is a privilege to serve on the DY School Committee. It's not always an easy job, but it's moments like this that really make it worthwhile. It's also a privilege to stand here today on the same field where I received my DY diploma 29 years ago. My DY education prepared me well for life, and I hope that you will all find the same success with your DY education. This is about you, the class of 2021, and all the challenges that you've faced and overcome to stand here today, to walk across this stage, and to walk into the next stage of your lives. Stay-home orders, remote schooling, hybrid schooling, quarantine, hand sanitizer, masks, social distancing, testing, vaccinations. This has been an incredible time to be in school. Your high school education has been marked by a global pandemic, and some might see that as a negative, but I encourage all of you to find the positive and to keep that foremost in your mind. The lessons you've learned the last 15 months have served you well and will continue to serve you into the future. Resilience, adaptability, and the ability to turn obstacles into opportunities. These are the things you've learned, and these are the things that will serve you as you head out into the world. Whether you're going to college, the military, or out into the workforce, there will surely be trying times. And I hope that the lessons you've learned and the skills you've honed will help you navigate those difficult times. On behalf of the entire school committee, congratulations on all you've accomplished and on being here today. This is a tremendous day. I wish you all great success in all of your future endeavors, and I hope that the Dolphin Pride stays strong in all of you and continues to guide you long into your future. Thank you all. It is now my pleasure to introduce Superintendent Carol Woodbury.
Good morning. Members of the Dennis-Yarmouth Regional School Committee, our chair, Ms. Jenny Landers, Principal Funk, our assistant principals, Ms. O'Connor and Ms. Gavoni, and Mr. Clarkin and Mr. Barrett, who are out there manning the fields, and our faculty, members of our communities, and to all our DY families and friends, this is a glorious day for Dennis-Yarmouth. It is not raining. We're outside. So whether you're here with us in person or joining us through live stream, I too welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Dennis-Yarmouth class of 2021. Members of the DY class of 2021, we are so proud of you and so thrilled to be on the Dennis-Yarmouth Regional High School football field for your on-time 2021 graduation. Not so much last year. This year, I found preparing for this speech harder than ever before. Why, you may ask? Well, each year, I plan my graduation speech thinking about the class, their achievements, and what might fit them best. This is a great group of graduates with so many accomplishments in music, art, sports, science, writing, math, foreign languages, technology, theater, and always volunteering to help others. Imagine a class with 12 students earning over a 4.0 grade point average. Pretty remarkable. And you are a remarkable group of young people. And I do believe that the world will be in good hands with you at the helm. But even with these wonderful thoughts, I kept returning to one thing: the pandemic. I resisted. I thought, I don't want to talk about the pandemic. Stop thinking about it. But realistically, it's dominated our lives since March 13th, 2020, and I could not stop thinking about it. So as I gave in to these thoughts, what came to mind was resilience. In Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, she wrote that grief and resilience live together. I started thinking about that. Grief is a deep sorrow, and resilience is our capacity to recover from difficulties. We cannot get through our lives without situations that cause grief, so it is critical that we have the capacity to recover from these times. Perhaps that is what we are to learn from this pandemic. Despite feelings of loss for our life as it was pre-pandemic, we definitely learned how to do many new things, and we evolved. Our ability to spring back has likely made us better than before. It does not take away our sorrow for those we have lost, but we will go on in new and different ways while holding them in our hearts. Nelson Mandela once said, "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell and got back up again." And you indeed did that this year. That is exactly how we all need to be judged this year and going forward. I realize that the pandemic does not own us. We own it, because we are coming out of it stronger than when we started. Similarly, 1 year of your educational experience is only a small part of your story. I'm sure that your family members still remember your first day of preschool, kindergarten, maybe first grade. You were so small and so dependent on the adults around you, but look at you now, knowledgeable, self-sufficient, and able to contribute to your world. You're filled with hopes, dreams, and possibilities. These thoughts reminded me of a movie, Dead Poets Society, one of my favorites. And this quote from the movie, that you are here, that life exists, and identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. So I wonder, what will your verse be? As a former kindergarten and first grade teacher, I observed many school beginnings. So I'm going to take you and your families back for just a few minutes. There's a wonderful children's book called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. Graduates, please permit me to share this with your families so I can take them all the way back to when you started school. Here goes. Chester Raccoon stood at the end of the forest and cried, "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. May I please stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem scary and strange at first. But you'll love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem warm and cozy as your days at home." Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves me, Mommy loves me.' And that very kiss will jump into your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your hand, I promise the kiss will stick." Families, if your child will be leaving home soon, and if they allow you, you could send them with a kissing hand. Believe me, as a parent of 3, it will make you feel better. Now, graduates, this is the part for you. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of the school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he looked at his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and an "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. Perhaps whenever it is time for you to leave a parent, family member, or other important person in your life, you could leave them with a kissing hand. I hope you will consider it. All of you have left a mark on the heart of DY. I know you have filled my heart with such joy that at times it brings me to tears just watching you. But this is just the beginning of your story. Life is not without adversity. Be resilient. Life is a powerful play. Contribute your verse. Life is defined by loving others and being loved. Remember your journey and those who have loved you. You will be missed. You are so very special. Please come back, email, visit. Let us know how your next chapter is coming along. You will be forever in our hearts. Congratulations, Dennis Yarmouth, class of 2021. And now for my signature closure. D what? DY. Go Dolphins.
All right, now we get to the real speeches. Enough hearing from administration. Our salutatorian, Julian Savini.
Good morning, Superintendent Woodbury, Dr. Funk, high school and district faculty, fellow 2021 graduates, and friends and family. Let me just bring this up a bit. All right, we're good. I found out just a few days ago that I was going to be giving a speech at graduation. So, as I finish up my time at DY, I'd like to share something I have learned. If you work really, really, really hard during your senior year, what may happen is that you work your way up to being salutatorian. You will then spend more time during senior week writing and practicing a speech than you will bowling, mini golf, and cruising around the bay. Seriously though, senior week has been amazing. Thank you to everyone who conceived of, planned, and executed all of our senior activities. When I set out to write something inspiring or meaningful, I talked it over with my family, and my sister suggested that I model my speech after a Saturday Night Live monologue. You know, because I'm funny. Initially, I thought it was a ridiculous idea, but as 5 days until graduation became 2 days, I thought, hey, maybe that SNL idea isn't so bad after all. So here we go. Welcome to DY's 2021 graduation. I am so excited to be here. It is such an honor. This is my very first time on the DY graduation stage. I'd like to thank the DY administration and school committee, as well as the DY faculty, especially all of my teachers. I'd also like to thank Ms. Fornoff and the guidance department for everything they've done to get us through. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, my sister Ella, and my whole family for all of their support. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends, Emily, Tynan, Navin, Ben Lemmer, Ben Stebbs, and Sasha for being there for it all. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julian Savini. If I look familiar, you may have seen me, no, not in a movie or on television, but in the band room or maybe in stats class. Or this year, perhaps you have seen just the top part of my forehead on Zoom. But enough about me. I'm so glad you could all be here today to celebrate the long, but also short journey we have taken together, although separately and at times at a 6-foot distance. Now I'll change gears and focus on what I really want to say. There are so many things that will be important as we all go out there and begin our respective next chapters. But one thing comes to mind. I read recently that our generation, as a whole, is terrified of taking risks and of making mistakes. And that's awful, because making mistakes is important. We learn from the mistakes we make. We learn far more making mistakes than getting things right the first time. My dad, who skateboards about as well as he walks, that's really well by the way, grew up falling down, falling off his skateboard and getting hurt. And that's how he got to be good. That's generally how we all get to be good at things. That is why my dad has always told me that if you're not getting hurt, you are not really going for it. So, for everyone graduating today, please don't take this the wrong way, but I hope you get hurt. And I hope you make mistakes. Because I hope you all really go for it. Whatever your it is, whatever you really want in life, just really go for it. And I truly, sincerely hope that no matter how many times you fall or make mistakes, that you pick yourself back up, learn from it, and that each and every one of you succeeds. Because you're graduating and I'm standing before you, I have to work an appropriate quote into my speech. So I'd like to quote Michael Scott, who is quoting Wayne Gretzky, who said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So go out there and take all the shots. On that note, we've got a great show for you today. We have several people hosting, and of course, we've already heard from our musical guests, Dulcie and Elena. That was an amazing performance. Up next, we got our valedictorian, Marissa DaCosta, and following her, we're going to bring the entire graduating class of 2021 up onto the stage. We'll be right back with more of the Dennis Yarmouth Regional High School graduation ceremony, so please stay tuned.
Okay, now for our valedictorian, the number one student in the class of 2021, who has earned a grade point average of 4.2303, a notable and impressive achievement. I am honored to introduce this year's valedictorian, Marissa DaCosta.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to jump up on that stage like Julian. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Dennis Yarmouth Regional High School class of 2021, I would like to thank those who ensured that all of us would walk across the stage today. To Principal Funk, who fought tirelessly to salvage the momentous milestones that characterize a classic senior year, thank you. To teachers and faculty who pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves and learn even on the days when the assignments ahead of us seemed frivolous, thank you. And I know he's not at graduation today, but I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Brennan for all the cringeworthy dad jokes. I can attest that none of us would have gone through honors history or APUSH without them. To the parents who provide us with unconditional support, love, and who make sacrifices every day, thank you. If you're a parent or guardian in the audience who thinks your actions go unnoticed by your children, just remember we're teenagers, so you really can't expect much from us. But nonetheless, thank you. And finally, to the gas shortage crisis that stopped so my family down south could be here today, thank you, God. Eu amo todos vocês muito. This year was no easy feat, but after all the Zoom calls from the comforts of our beds and waking up about a minute before our first period classes, if we didn't just sleep through them like Michaela James every day in AP Lit, we finally made it. As we say goodbye to the era of mask wearing and social distancing, we invite a new type of distance into our lives. 6 feet apart will soon turn into hundreds of miles for countless graduates as our paths diverge from the beloved lagoon. I thought 6 feet apart was way too far, but from UConn to UT, UMass to URI, and even Cornell to Cape Cod, the distance will seem immeasurable. As we distance ourselves from our time at DY, I am certain there are parts of our high school experience we are meant to carry with us forever. Once a dolphin, always a dolphin. I still remember the first week of my freshman year in Mr. Fiorentino's history class. I sat in my seat, ready to catch his wallet every time economics was thrown out into discussion, until he said something that sent me into a trance. You never truly understand the importance of a place until you have left it. The distance I always fantasized between my dream college and Cape Cod was comfortable. And now, 2 months before my move-in date, the thought of abandoning this rock and all the memories keep me up at night. The memories of going to countless football games where we heckled the other team with our "we can't hear you" chant, getting ready with my closest friends before homecoming dances, only to take Instagram pictures and leave about an hour in to go to San Diego's, and spending my afternoons at Three Fins to do homework with classmates when we really just drank coffee and talked for hours. In all my moments of reminiscence, I learned the importance of this place Cape Cod and DY is not the place itself, but all the people that stand before me. On awards night, when my name was called as valedictorian and I received a standing ovation from my fellow graduates, it was then that I realized my academic success and this title, this medal, meant nothing if I couldn't share it with the people I grew up with and the others that I've met along the way. So to everyone who got me out of the house on Friday nights when I had piles of homework to do, sat with me in the school parking lot before 7:22 a.m. just to complain about the day ahead, called me to wake me up this year because I slept in a little longer than I probably should have, and even to my mom and dad who packed me a lunch until I was 18 years old. You are the people who have always supported me and held my hand throughout this journey to this podium today. You will always have a special place in my heart. I encourage all my fellow graduates to find these people in their lives and take a moment from their day of celebration to express their gratitude. While this valedictory thus far has done much to shed light on our collective memories and express my appreciation for others, a true valedictorian speech is never complete without giving some advice. I wanted to stray away from stating the obvious and slipping into unknown cliches, so after racking my brain for the most original way to encapsulate the whole 13 years of our tremendous education, I decided that in true Dr. Kosher fashion, I would write a poem. So, without further ado, I give you to the graduate leaving high school. We look at ourselves and wonder, where has the time gone? We traded bus rides for car keys, but it hasn't felt that long. In the beginning, the road seemed daunting, those hallowed halls so haunting. The kid who once needed a step stool is now graduating high school. Recess became football Fridays under those blinding lights with an overflowing student section chanting with all their might. Cutting paper for crafts became English essay drafts that we would always write in the middle of the night because time was always against us. And as the clock counts down, we stand tall, not ready to slow down, but ready to brave it all. We've been climbing this mountain to discover it is only a small hill because all of our success stories are partially unwritten still. For years, they've told us to fit the mold, but as we turn the page towards our new chapter, I say, screw that, be bold. Pave a new path and leave a trail because people will follow, even if you fail. Remember, your life is yours if you so choose to live it, and the world is yours, yes, everything in it. So take what you've learned and keep learning still, because it's up to us to change the world with all the dreams we've yet to fulfill. So say one last goodbye to our precious lagoon, or perhaps just a simple see you soon. Because to the graduate leaving high school, with all your mighty spirit, congratulations, guys, we finally did it. I am no Shel Silverstein or Amanda Gorman, but if I can leave you all with one concluding thought, it would be that there are certain parts of high school that you are meant to distance yourself from. The insecurities that may have kept you up at night or made you feel small, whether this be truly feeling like you're never going to be enough, constantly being compared to older siblings and fearing that you'll never measure up, and the multitude of other silent struggles that weighed you down during your high school career. I want you to start this new chapter of your life with a tabula rasa, which is Latin for a clean slate, knowing that none of your apprehensions define your character or hold you back. You are not only in charge of creating the life you wish to lead, but also capable of changing the future you wish to lead it in. I hope that as the future generation of lawyers, doctors, engineers, psychologists, and a whole lot more, you accept the responsibility to create a future worth living in, one that's perhaps a lot kinder than some of us experienced these past 4 years. I am honored to have spent the latest chapter of my life alongside all of you. I know that everyone who sits before me, no matter where you go, will do amazing things. Again, congratulations. We did it.
Great job, Julian and Marisa. I'd like to call up Class President Kevin Arsenault.
These are the cards that have yes. Real quick before we start, I just want to say how proud I am of every one of these people. And I apologize if my voice cracks because prom was rowdy last night and I lost my voice. I think I still got it though. Good to go. Okay. First up, we have Rohim and Bursley. Vitor Mateus Avalar. Sarah Bach. Rose Marie Baylor. Javon O. Barnett. Jillian Barr. Zane Allen Batson. Haley Burse. Rhea G. Brennan. Alexander R. Britt. Amelia Burnett. Leah Elizabeth Kaye. Jeremy Peter Campbell. Kenneth Arthur Campbell. Pedro Campos. Eric N. Carter. Ainsley Caton. Colby Cavatorta. Jaden Aaliyah Charette. I got you. Reina Capulo. Michael T. Cormier. Edward Correa. Good job, Ed. Grace Celeste Katoya. Carson Cricco. Marisa J. DaCosta. Ana Luisa Medeiros da Silva. Austin Danowitz. Isabella Da Silva. Leticia De Castro Martins. Carolyn De Oliveira. Lauren Silva De Oliveira. John Deppen. Victor D'Souza. Jackson Diaz. Hannah Didsbury. Mary Grace Dillon. Danielle Silva dos Santos. Olivia Rose Duarte. Mayara Elzarai. Griffin Feely. Alexia Rose Fitzpatrick. Nevaeh Lee Fletcher. Riley Marie Flynn. Reese Bradley Folks. Abigail Frisch. Jacob Thomas Frohmeyer. Madeline R. Frohmeyer. Alexander W. Galvin. Manuel Galvin. Julia Gama. Noah R. George. Dante Gibson. Kevin K. Gordon. Anthony J. Gorman. Jamela Jacqueline Green. Pearson B. Grosick. Anna E. Gudodoria. Riley R. Hall. Isaiah S. Handrahan. Jack Joseph Hanscom. Jaya Harris. Shantae Harris. Cameron Hay. Hey, Cam. Zachary Charles Heinz. Tamara Henry. Brady Lewis Hill. Brady T. Holmes. Phoebe Holmes. Lexi M. Holton. Taylor P. Hurd. Bianca Ignacy. Rachel Ingram. Michaela Lee James. Savannah L. Johnson. Valia Makila Johnson. Thomas J. Julian. Declan Thomas Kavanaugh. Kennedy Michael Kelleher. Maxwell Daniel Keller. Hawken Kenny. Jade Kozar. Carly Kusha. Jocelyn Marie A. Larac. Najee S. Lawrence. Benjamin Denise Lemmer. Jasmine Lewis. Keith Eddie Lima. Kimberly S. Locke. Sadie Lynn McDonald. Craig Macknick Jr. Mateus Madrea. Jillian Miranda. Benjamin Essex McDowell. Jarius McWilliams. Rory J. Melville. Lucia Mendez. Navin V. Meredith. Luis Mesquita. Roy Millward. Jenna K. Moakley. Viviana Molina Marin. Michael Joseph Nardone. Allison Nickerson. Tynan Noons. Rayani Padilla. Olivia Paini. Dhruv D. Patel. Yash Dharmesh Bhai Patel. Danielle Lindsay Paul. Charlotte Paulina Pecoraro. Michelle Penafel Calle. Lily Renee Phillips. Jared Pimentel. Jared Pino. Kayla Pinto. Gage Pond. Jillian Elizabeth Powers. Adriana Prey. Julia Preddy. Zachary A. Quinville. Michaela J. Reed. Ravian Aliyah Reed. Matthew Joseph Reynolds. Gabrielle Regenbaum. Alexa Mary Rosario. Luke Arthur Rosenbeck. Raheem Roldson. Rafael A. Rufino. Melissa Sarmiento. Julian Ray Savini. Angela Maria Scapicchio. Drew Paul Schlegel. Lindsay Schoner. Stephanie Isabella Schoner. Brady X. Shaw. George Shea. Dominic Anthony Scapicchio. Michaela E. Shea. Mason Sheehan. Michael Anthony Shorter, Jr. Olivia Rose Selecki. Benjamin Francis Stebbins McCaffrey. Christian Steele. Kia Janae Stockton. Hannah Lee Sweeney. Vincent M. Swikowski. Tabitha Christie Sylvia. Shay Terrio. Nima Dapa Magar. Moses Valdovinos. Nicole Velez. Ana Clara Melo Vieira. Michael Wilson. Dante Vitale. Caitlin Walsh. Zachary Weber. William Walzak. Erin Woodbury.
Kevin Michael Arsenault.
May I present the graduates from the class of 2021. Hannah Great job, guys.
Thank you so
We
much.
almost beat the
Yeah, we're almost there. Hey, it was still good. They didn't mind. They didn't mind a little rain.
No.